CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. October 31st is a date of deep antiquity. In the Christian calendar, it is the day before All Souls Day, All Hallows Day, the eve of which is known as Halloween, a time for trick-or-treat and benevolent mischief, long celebrated by children. But the history of this eve is mephistic and malevolent. In the Celtic calendar, those brooding, dark, bloody people celebrated it as the last day of the year, a day given over to witches and warlocks and their sinful and wicked revels.
We found her this morning, ma'am, just the other side of Grant's Woods. The child was dead.
Oh, my dear. How?
Well, that's the question. She'd been savaged by... Well, if it wasn't for the fact we ain't had a panther, a cougar, or a mountain lion in this area for the last 20 years, I'd figure one of them for the cause.
It wasn't... What do you figure?
Well, Miss Taylor, that's just what brought me to you.
Our mystery drama, The Queen of Cats, written especially for the Mystery Theater by Ian Martin, and stars Tammy Grimes. I'll be back shortly with Act One. If I were to mention casually lycanthropy, kinanthropy, or let's say versipellis, I doubt if the words would stir any emotion. But if you knew that all these terms apply to the transmigration not only of souls, but of bodies, further than that, if you knew they apply to the unholy and unnatural exchange of the human body for that of an animal, if you are informed that these words are part of the glossary that refers to the werewolf specifically and in all his forms, would you not feel a run of icy fingers down the backbone, a clutch of terror in the throat, a desperate feeling to cry out, "Let me wake up, I don't want to live this nightmare"? If you don't, just turn off the dial. But if you do, don't go away.
They are hunting me down again. They are hunting me down tonight again. As they have through all recorded history. The bullets whistle through the air and shoot holes they suddenly see. In other years, they would have been arrows before that spears. The same swish. The same thwunk as they find a mark. Only century after century, they travel faster and make more noise. Yet today I have less concern, for I know none of the weapons turned against me lest I view it. The sharp open stake is a literary anachronism. Besides, even if I'm it, what does it matter? I have 99 times 9 lives to use up since the dawn of time. 9 times more than the lesser gods. I am a cat. Pussy, now behave yourself. Plenty for all. Napoleon, Nero, Marie Antoinette, behave yourself and no cake. Now then, there we are. Plenty for all. Good wholesome food. Oh, dear. Why do people always drop in unexpectedly at dinner time? Coming! All right. right, now be good, kiddies. Maybe a new brother or sister is coming to join you. Yes, can I help you?
Sheriff Lige Bascom, ma'am. I wonder if I could come in for a short spell.
Why, you're more than welcome, Sheriff. Can I get you some tansy tea?
No, I reckon not, ma'am. The reason I come by...
Sorry I don't have anything stronger. I know how you men are.
No, it ain't that, Miss Taylor. I'm here strictly on business.
Oh. Well, won't you sit down anyway?
You suppose there might be somewhere a bit more private than...
Than here in front of all my boys and girls busy at a hearty meal? Of course. Let's go out of the kitchen and go into the sitting room. Don't use it all that much being alone, so I hope it's fit to visit in.
Oh, I'm sure it will be just right, Miss Taylor. Now, I'm sorry to have to bring this up, but, well, it's sort of a question about your cats.
What about them?
Well, you gotta admit you got a powerful lot of them.
I do. I know my neighbors figure me a mite touched, but I don't want to be just plain human. I want to be humane.
Ma'am, I don't mean to score you, but...
These Rockies, we're lucky enough to live and breathe in, are one of this country's great natural preserves. But we got outsiders come by the thousands from the east and the south, the north and the far west. We make them welcome here. And all we ask is they leave it the same as they come. So why did they leave all the debris behind them? The garbage is nothing. We can pick it up or let it rot into the earth. The animals are something else again.
The animals?
Pets, birds, dogs, raccoons, whatever. But most of all, the easiest animal to take advantage of, the cat. They fondle them, feed them, and pet them for a quick summer. And then, when they head for their real home, leave them to fend for themselves. You think me loco because I gather the strays and give them a home?
I didn't say that.
You didn't have to.
I reckon I do now.
Oh, why?
Well, I don't want to make this any more unpleasant than it has to be, ma'am, but, well, one of the Clark children, Susie to be exact, going on 16, disappeared last night. We found her early this morning in Silver Mine Woods, just the other side of Grant's Clearing.
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't think so, ma'am. The child was dead.
Oh, my dear. How?
Well, that's the question. She'd been savaged, but... Well, if I didn't know we haven't had a panther or a cougar or a mountain lion in this area in the last 20 years, I might figure something like that for the culprit.
And if you don't figure something like that, what do you?
Well, ma'am, no one of them alone, of course, but if they was in a pack...
Are you trying to suggest that my cats could have been responsible?
Well, I'm only doing my duty by asking questions.
And then let me answer them for you. I have 63 cats, each of which has a name, and each one is just as different as you and me. I let them run free, but they cannot go beyond the fence I keep them inside of. Silver Mine Woods is at least 4 or 5 miles beyond my compound, and every one of my cats is accounted for as of this minute and last night. And the door out is through the parlor arch to the left.
Oh, no, it ain't exactly me, Miss Taylor. It's the rest of the town. This isn't the first accident of this kind that we've had since...
Since I came to town?
Well, since you took to collecting all them cats.
And since when has that been a crime?
Well, it ain't exactly a crime, ma'am. Now, Miss Taylor, I'm asking you to be reasonable. The people in this town are up in arms. That poor child was badly mutilated, and they think...
And they want to blame it on my little pussycats. Let them prove my little boarders were responsible.
Well, maybe they can't, but can you prove they weren't? Ma'am, I gotta warn you. They are forming a citizens committee.
Vigilantes, more like.
Well, I hope it won't come to that. No, they mean to go to law first.
All right. I'll meet them attorney for attorney.
Well, that could be an expensive process. And you'll be hard put to find any local lawyer who'd want to represent you in this. It wouldn't make them a heap of friends.
I'll import one if I have to.
Yeah, I was afraid you might be stubborn. Anyways, meantime, I have a warrant here to search the premises.
What for?
Evidence of any kind. I I'd like to see the cats.
I'd better come with you.
Are you afraid they might tear me apart?
My cats are as gentle as babies. I just want to make sure you don't do any harm to them. I knew it would come to this sooner or later. I could move on or fight. For me, there was no choice. I had to protect my cats. I wasn't going to be ousted. I would stay and fight.
This is the office of Anthony Reddick, attorney at law. Well, come in. The door's open. Mr. Reddick isn't here, but I expect him back from court any moment. Be with you in a minute. Please, sit down. Yes, sir. Well, you see, I'm not his regular secretary. I'm just his landlord. Yes, sir. I'll tell Mr. Reddick to call you back. Ma'am, did you want to see Mr. Reddick?
Quiet, Harris. Yes, miss, I do.
He should be back any moment. Could you wait?
I think so. I'm quite good at it.
I'm sure he could make time to see you.
I'm sure he could, since he doesn't have any other clients.
I beg your pardon? That's not true.
Of course it is. That's why I'm here. But it's very brave of you to cover up for him.
I'm not covering up. But as his secretary...
Oh, my dear, you're not his secretary.
How do you know?
Because I'm a very old lady who knows a great deal more about too many things than possibly she ought to.
Hey, Carrie, I'm sorry, but they didn't have any yogurt at the...
This is a client, Tony. I didn't have a chance to get her name.
Hush, Harris. My name is Mrs. Taylor, Mr. Reddick.
Well, how do you do? Honey, Carrie, you want to take the groceries while I take Mrs. Taylor into the office and, hey, that's quite an amazing cat.
Yes. She's my most favorite. Although one shouldn't have favorites.
What breed is she?
I don't think Harris could be confined to any one breed. She's unique. Very special cat. An original. Shall we all go in together?
Oh, I don't think I'd
I didn't mean you, dear. I meant Mr. Reddick and me and Harris. You see, she and I are never really separated. I saw the girl's puzzled look, but I didn't stop to explain. How could I? That Harris was my other self. Or one of them. My mirror image. Or one of them. I wondered to myself as I followed this young man into his inner office what he might think if he could see Harris. Human shape. That other reflection of me. Someday he would. For he drew me, this young man, with his blonde Viking looks and the sinuous, easy ripple of his muscles that I could see beneath his clothes as he moved. It was a long time. And desire, like a sleeping snake, uncoiled and undulated all along the old body I had lived in too long. But first came safety, as I told him would have brought me there.
Well, from what you tell me, I don't think you have any real problem, Mrs. Taylor.
But you're afraid to take my case.
I didn't say that.
Then why do you hesitate?
Well, I am a lawyer. I should take a look into it first of all.
You think my cats are responsible for the child's death?
Not if what you tell me is true.
Hush, Harris. You see, it isn't only my cats I'm afraid for.
I beg pardon?
Mass hysteria. Mob violence. I'm an old woman alone. I could be in danger, too. I need help. Please.
I don't think you have anything to be afraid of. Well, neither of us do. If you want me, Mrs. Taylor, you have me. And like they say in the old funny story, that goes for your cat, too.
Nothing to be afraid of. Oh, my naive and trusting young lawyer, my need for you was far different than the other life force which drove me to reach for sustenance, but no less strong. You were my desire, my blonde and trusting love god. And although you couldn't know it yet, like the queen bee and the chosen drone, your fate was written in fire and destruction. Your doom was sealed.
The nightmare has only begun. The fabric of it still in the weaving. The terror and disaster and agony not yet stitched into the tapestry. Remember, I said in the beginning, no need to listen unless you couldn't resist. For those of you who can't, I shall return shortly with Act 2. A sweet old lady, Sarah Taylor, lives with 63 stray cats that she cares for. Many people, out of compassion, are kind enough to sacrifice something of themselves to help and care for defenseless and abandoned animals. But this old lady is a very special lady, a Halloween figure of monstrous and terrifying evil. If you haven't guessed that already, you will shortly begin to find out.
Hush, my darling. Your mother is taking care of all of you. You have nothing to fear. Let those who move against us learn to cower in terror. As long as the moon is full, we rule the nights. Ours is the power and the glory. You will inherit the world, and I am your queen in whatever guise I choose to cloak myself. You like me as I am now, as I was in my first reincarnation, Harishwola. Oh, in this guise I could hold the world in thrall. But I need the flesh of virgins to keep this flesh whole and viable, and the chase is seldom worth the effort. Still, this one time, perhaps, there is a full moon, and whenever the need arises, I shall take your shape, our shape, my original form, and stalk my prey.
Come in.
Excuse me, Tony, but the sheriff is here to see you.
Oh, well, show him in, Carrie.
I'm already on my way, Mr. Reddy. Hey, mighty good-looking new secretary you got.
Well, that isn't my secretary. It's my fiancée.
Oh, well, now, it's a pleasure to meet up with you, ma'am. You're not from these parts.
No, up north. Collins. But we met in the east at college. Carrie, this is Sheriff Elijah Bascom.
Howdy.
How are you, Sheriff?
Well, a whole lot better just to see someone as pert and pretty as you, ma'am. Tony, when's the big day?
Ooh, late spring, I guess, soon as Carrie's graduated.
I'm just out here on a visit, Sheriff, between terms. I do get to miss the man.
I wonder, Miss Chisholm, if you could leave me here with Tony, Mr. Reddick, for a minute. I got some official business with him.
Oh, of course.
Look, honey, why don't you go back to the hotel? You don't have to tie yourself up here.
But I like it here. Besides, I have some official business with you myself, just as soon as you're free. Bye, Sheriff. Nice meeting you.
Bye, Miss Chisholm. Tony. Why'd you have to go mix into this whole mess with Sarah Taylor and her damn cats?
I think the town is giving a very sweet and kind old lady a raw deal.
Sweet and kind, my foot. She's a crack brain.
Not just because she digs cats.
One cat, two, three, four maybe, but 63? Now, come on. You think that's natural?
Well, for her, yes. She's a little eccentric, but you know as well as I do that she isn't breaking any laws. What's the idea of harassing her? You know, you're leaning on her, Leach.
Sure, I'm leaning on her. You want to know why? Because the whole town's scared and is pushing and pressuring me.
Now, you don't seriously think these mysterious deaths in the past year have anything to do with her cats? Where's the evidence?
Well, there isn't any. You know, I know these girls weren't mauled by any house cat, or even a whole pack of them.
Everybody in town knows that. Knows that it's one big cat we got to hunt down.
But that we haven't been able to. And that's what's getting to the people.
It's still no reason to start picking on a poor old lady who gives shelter to animals that human beings have abandoned. I sure to get a medal instead of threats and abuse.
Oh, son, there's just no sense to a mob, and that's what this town is becoming. I got to stop it while I still got some control. That Ms. Taylor and her army of cats is just like It's like lighting a match next to a short fuse. We got to find out what animal's out there in the dark, sure. But till we do, we also got to get rid of all them cats, or this town's going to explode high, wide, and fancy.
Oh, my innocent and beautiful one. My naive Adonis. How simple all problems seem to the young. Why should you draw me so close? I, who have known the heights and the depths, to whom all carnal knowledge is not only familiar, but a frequent indulgence. And yet, the old, inescapable desire, the hope and compulsion makes the phoenix rise again and again from the ashes. It was the girl who began it all. She walked into my parlor by herself.
Mrs. Taylor?
Yes?
I don't know if you remember me, but...
Of course I do, my dear. You were that nice girl in Mr. Reddick's office.
Who wasn't his secretary. As you guessed, somehow. I don't know how.
That wasn't very complicated. What brings you here?
I'm just here visiting Tony, and I'm renting a room. Whoever was there before me picked up this poor little kitten and made it a pet. Then when her vacation was over, walked out and left it behind. The landlady won't take him, and I'm going back to college where they don't allow pets in my dorm. I was wondering if maybe...
Of course, my dear. Come right in. Just let me take care of you. First of all, give me the little kitty. Has he been fed?
Oh, yes.
Then we'll just put him out with the rest of the boys and girls to play. You see, they have the whole backyard to frolic in. It's over an acre. No. Playtime isn't over. No one comes back in the house yet. Here's a new friend for you. Sometimes they really are a handful.
I don't know how you manage without any help.
Oh, I manage. I'm not completely alone, you know. I have my, a relative is always with me. Tell me, did Tony send you?
Tony? No. Why?
I thought he might be doing a little checking up on me before he takes me as his client.
Oh, no. Honestly, this was my idea. I don't meddle in Tony's business ever.
Then I'm sure you'll make him a very good wife. You are going to be married, aren't you?
Oh, yes. This spring when I graduate.
So, what is it you study that is so important?
Oh, a sort of obscure field that I'm sure you wouldn't be very interested in. Parapsychology.
Just what is that?
Well, it's the study of, experiences and happenings beyond a natural explanation.
You mean the supernatural?
Well, depending on the definition.
I mean ghosts and spirits and vampires and werewolves and the like.
Well, that's why it's sort of hard to explain to someone who... Well, I don't mean you couldn't understand, but... Well, it's a science. See, not a superstition. The real supernatural. Something we aren't yet ready to explain. Like ESP.
ESP?
Extrasensory perception. It's like clairvoyance or precognition.
My, such big words.
Oh, I didn't mean to be a bore.
Oh, not at all, my dear. You have all my interest. Tell me, are you like that? I mean, can you see things in advance or get messages from another world?
Well, I'm not sure yet. I think. That's why I'm studying, but, I haven't yet proved it all the way.
Maybe it would be better if you didn't. Tell me, when do you have to go back east?
Well, Tony's driving me to Denver on Tuesday. I fly from there.
Then you only have a couple of days left?
That's right. Then I disappear.
Disappear? Tell me, are you going straight back to college or university or whatever you call it?
College. And as a matter of fact, I'm not going straight back. I guess it's a little wanderlust. But I'm making a couple of stopovers on the way. Drop in on some old friends.
Going to be out of touch,
Well, never really thought of it that way. But, yeah, I guess I am. I really must run now. I can't thank you enough about the kitten. And I guess maybe Maybe I should say goodbye.
Of course. I shouldn't think we'll be seeing each other again. Goodbye, my dear.
Goodbye.
You might tell your Tony I'd like to see him as soon as he has time for me. I watched her move away from me, lithe, long-limbed, her stride loose and easy with the spring of youth. How I envied her for being young and for being carefree and for knowing that soon she would be beside that vital man, Tony, touching, loving, and being loved. The winds of change are blowing again. I feel the pull of the moon, the call of all the ancient carnal appetites stirring in me, the heady scent of blood in my nostrils. Death is in the air. I feel its trailing scars touching me like smoke, swirling about me, tempting me to destruction. But whose destruction? And is it worth the risk?
The musings of Sarah Taylor, a kindly little old woman with a fondness for cats. Is she becoming senile, and is her brain stocked with the dreams of madness? Or is she something so primarily malevolent that she stretches beyond the borders of our belief? I shall return shortly with Act 3. In J.M. Barrie's play, Peter Pan, the tiny sliver of darting, reflecting light, who is called Tinkerbell, when she is dying and fading from the light of the world, is revived by Peter Pan's fervent plea to the audience. If you believe in fairies, clap your hands, and Tinkerbell will be saved. Or words to that effect. It is an appeal that never fails. Young and old find themselves responding, even vocally, and certainly from the heart. Do we believe as profoundly, or even more so, in the spirits of darkness and terror and total destruction? It's a question you may answer for yourself after the conclusion of our tale.
Yes.
Mr. Reddick? Tony?
They're speaking. Miss Taylor?
Yes. I was wondering, did that sweet child, Carrie, give you my message?
Well, yes, ma'am, she did. I was going to call you first thing this morning, but you beat me to it. I didn't want to call too early.
Heavens. I've been up since dawn. My kiddies wake me with the sun. I've just been waiting till you got to your office. Even thought you might be later, with a young lady to dally with.
Well, there hasn't been much time for dalliance. I was up all night with the sheriff hunting that panther, the cougar, whatever it is we got killing here.
Does that mean you ain't coming out to see me?
What? No, ma'am. As a matter of fact, I want to talk to you myself. I'll be out to see you right after lunch.
That's right, nice. I'll be looking for you.
Morning, Tony.
Hey, darling, I thought you'd still be catching some shut-eye after last night. I didn't know you were here.
You were on the phone. I didn't want to barge right in.
Well, the door was open.
I know. I couldn't help overhearing the end of your conversation. You were talking to the cat lady.
Yeah, gotta go out there and see her later and break some bad news to her. But first, we forget that and proceed to this.
Now that's the way to start a day.
Yeah, and finish it. You have to go back to that damn university.
I thought I did. But I'm beginning to wonder if I should.
Hey, now, wait a minute. With your degree right around the corner, I don't want to interfere with that.
You come first in my life, Tony.
I'll buy that, with reservations. I mean, honey, we had it all planned.
I know. That was before. Before I began to get the bad vibes.
About us?
Mainly you. I get this message that you're in danger.
Me?
Both of us.
How?
I don't quite know. Well, I know you kind of laugh about ESP.
Now, wait, whoa, I don't laugh at it. I just don't buy it.
Maybe you'd better.
What are you talking at?
It's something to do with that Mrs. Taylor. She isn't what she seems to be.
She isn't just a sweet old lady with a thing for stray cats?
I mean, she isn't just a sweet old lady.
You mean she's right off the tracks?
No. No, I mean a whole lot more than that. Oh, Tony, hold me a minute.
Hey.
I'm scared.
Come on. Hey, take it
right
easy.
down to my heels.
Come on, sit down here. Get here. Yeah, that's better. All right, now come on, level. What is this?
I don't know how to tell you. Tony,
Mm-hmm.
you and the sheriff and a bunch of others were out all night hunting.
Yeah.
Did you see any signs of this big cat, this whatever it is that killed that young girl?
No.
Were there any tracks around where it happened?
No, and the ground was soft enough, so there should have been. That's why folks got the notion that maybe it wasn't one big one, but a whole lot of small ones that did the damage.
Were there any small tracks?
No.
So how did a big cat like a panther get to that girl?
I don't know. Honey, what are you getting at?
3 other girls were killed this year, weren't they?
Yes.
When?
I don't know. Let's see. One early in February, then in, May sometime, then the one before this, and, well, wait a minute. I know just when it was. It was August 1st, the day after my birthday.
Candidness, rudeness, malice, and now Halloween.
Hey, Carrie, hang in there. You sound like you're going around a bend.
I'm turning some strange corners and finding myself in dark, evil places. But I can't help it. I told you I was getting bad vibes.
Look, hon, if messing around in parapsychology and metaphysics is going to get you like this, maybe you shouldn't go back to college.
It isn't parapsychology. Exactly. It's just... Tony, part of our courses are not in science, but in history. I mean, we have to study the Kabbalah, demonology, witchcraft, and so on.
But that's just superstition, a perversion of anything that's really scientifically supernatural.
Right at this moment, I'm not sure, Tony. Oh, don't go and see Mrs. Taylor, please.
Honey, I've got to. She's a client. And why not?
Because it's full moon. It's Halloween. And whether or not you think I'm crazy, I think she's a witch.
Witch. The meddling little fool with her childish dabblings into a world far beyond her. If she thought she had special perceptions, had she no knowledge of how rudimentary they were, and how sophisticated and total mine are? But now she has loosed the winds of disaster, and no one can blow them out but themselves, unless both she and her man-slave are destroyed before their knowledge can infect and drive an already uneasy town into an unchecked witch hunt. But first, one last effort to calm his suspicions, and someone better than me for that. Harish, the spellbinding, the sensual, the supreme, salacious epitome of man's basest desire. Shamaluk! Yes, mistress of my soul. Harish, my domestic familiar, I give you back your own shape as you began when you first evolved from the cat, and I adjure you this: capture and enslave the young man Tony Reddick. Wash his mind of all suspicion of me and us and ours and of the child woman who put it there. It shall be done. It will be done. I so command you in the name of him whose name must never be said aloud. Do not fail. I will not fail. If you do, you will send us back to full slavery as a beast, and you and I will cease to exist from now till the end of time. Go. He is here. Won't you come in?
Well, thank you. I wanted to see Mrs. Taylor. Is she in?
She's not feeling too well.
Oh.
She's in bed. She asked me to see you instead. I'm her niece. Harish, roll up.
Well, how do you do? I hadn't known that Mrs. Taylor had someone living with her until Carrie That's Miss Chisholm, my fiancée, mentioned something about it today.
I just arrived.
Are you from America?
No, I'm from Europe. Transylvania.
Well, that's in Romania. How did you get a visa?
Oh, I got it.
I didn't mean to be nosy. I can see where most things aren't too difficult for you, Miss Roland.
I prefer first names. Mine is Harish. And yours is Tony?
Yeah, well, that's close enough. It sounds better.
So, what did you want to see my aunt about?
Well, that's kind of a long, complicated story, Miss Harish.
Is it about the cats?
Well, yes. Yeah. Harish, I'm going to level with you. You know there have been some strange deaths around here.
I know. But you know these little cats were not responsible.
Well, if it was a big mountain cat of some kind, we'd have flushed him out by now. I know damn well it couldn't have been the ordinary little cats.
Then what? Or who?
Not who. No human being could have mauled anyone the way those kids were torn up.
So? What?
I don't know. I've had an explanation that I can't quite dig, or believe.
Would I believe it?
Why, I won't try you. Look, let me talk to you.
No, you can't go in there.
I've got to now. Let me go.
You really want me to?
And I don't mean to be ungallant, but...
You can't be unfeeling also. You're a very attractive man.
Well, you're a very tempting woman.
Let me tempt you.
You got me too late. I'm a good boy now.
Are you so sure? Kiss me.
Oh, come on.
But not like a good boy. Like a very bad boy.
What are you after?
Sooner or later, what I need from everyone, your immortal soul. Kiss me again.
No. Look, this... Harish?
Yes.
But... You're not. You're changing as I look at you. You're Sarah Taylor. Carrie was right. You are.
Damn you to eternal hell. If I cannot destroy you in one shape, I will go through all of them to stop you. And all meddlers in our world. Die, fool. Die. No one must know my secret.
How is he, Sheriff?
Well, I can't rightly tell you, Miss Chisholm. He wasn't marked up too bad, but he sure lost a lot of blood.
What happened?
You got me. I had a show cause order from the health department. I took it out to Miss Taylor's. Well, when I got there, the door was open. I didn't get no answer, and when I went in, well, that's when I found Tony.
Where was Mrs. Taylor?
I don't know. Unless one of them cats carried her off.
A cat?
Look, ma'am, I got there just at dusk, and I had a deputy with me. We both seen a big mountain cat. Only one such I never seen. Loping away just as we got there. I sent a couple of shots after her, but I missed.
But it wasn't carrying anyone.
Oh, no. If it was an animal like that, well, there must have been two. And the first one carried off Miss Taylor.
Or the one you shot at was Mrs. Taylor.
Now, Miss Chisholm, I listened to all you said, but I'm a plain man, and even at Halloween, I don't take so good to tricks and superstition.
Okay, you don't believe me.
Now, I ain't had no college education.
Never mind that. You have a posse going hunting that cat?
Sure have, or caused enough damage.
Can I come along?
Oh, no, I don't know about that.
Elijah Baskin, you know my father was DJ Chisholm. He taught me to shoot and handle a gun since the day I was 12. It's the day of women's liberation, and besides, I'm the only one of you can carry an old Sharp's rifle that's fitted to fire its own ammo.
Well, that ain't much of a recommendation.
You better change your mind. The bullets in my magazine bag are the only thing that'll bring your black mountain cat down.
They're hunting me down through the night again, as they have through all recorded history. The bullets whistle through the air and chunk home into trees. In other years, there have been arrows before that spot. Same swish, same thunk as they found the mark. Only century after century, they travel faster and made more noise. And even if I am hit, what does it matter? I have 9 times 99 lives to use up. Even more than the lesser gods. And no bullet that is not blessed by St. Hubert can touch me. And who in the 20th century ever heard of St. Hubert, let alone a werewolf? But someone... That was no ordinary bullet. Oh, no. No, not the end. The end of time, of timeless time. And yet... I know.
I guess I owe you an apology, Miss Chisholm.
Why?
Well, you was the one who brought that cat down.
I only fired the gun. The bullet found the mark.
You aimed it.
But God drove it home.
Pardon?
You know my daddy belonged to a little church way up in the hills north of here. I don't even know to this day what denomination it was, but it was called St. Hubert's. My daddy always said he was the patron saint of hunters, and he claimed every bullet he owned was blessed by the church. It was one of those I fired. But I fired at a black cat.
Good Lord. That wasn't no black cat we hit. It's a young woman.
Watch.
Oh, the shape is changing. Well, that's Miss Taylor.
Or whatever her real name was. Look now.
Oh. There ain't nothing left but decaying flesh. Oh, and even that's gone now. It's just a skeleton.
And the bones of which are turning to dust. You know something, Sheriff? No one will ever believe what we have seen. Something as old as time. A werewolf in all its aspects. The best of which is dead. Forever.
Isn't that a nice, gruesome little tale for Halloween? I hope you enjoyed it, or at least were caught in its spell. If you were, have no worries, because I can assure you that, like the witch in The Wizard of Oz, ding dong, this wicked old witch is dead. I'll be back shortly.
This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
The CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. This is the song they sing to the Bisara. Little blind fish, thou art marvelous wise. Little blind fish, though thou hast no eyes. Open thy ears while I whisper my wish. Bring me a lover, thou little blind fish. And what is the Bisara? A tiny square box of silver, studded outside with 8 small rubies. Inside is a little eyeless fish, carved of wood, and wrapped in a shred of faded gold cloth. Yes, this is the Bisara. And it were better for a man to take a king cobra in his hand than to touch the Bisara.
Congratulate me, old man.
On what?
I'm getting married.
Is it possible a woman could be so down on her luck that she'd settle for you?
Yeah, she's beautiful, intelligent, handsome. She's Colonel Hollis' daughter, Millicent.
What kind of evil joke is this? How dare you? Millicent Hollis is my fiancée.
She was your fiancée, John. She was your fiancée.
Our mystery drama, The Bisara of Puri, was based on a story by Rudyard Kipling and written especially for the Mystery Theater by Sam Dan and stars Paul Hecht. It is sponsored in part by ARM, Allergy Relief Medicine, and Buick Motor Division. I'll be back shortly with Act One. In our day and age, we are far too sophisticated to believe in magic. So let us talk about magic as magic used to be. The kind of magic you used to find in India before India became a modern nation and was still part of what was known as the British Raj. The time is the year 1891. The place, Simla, that enchanted city in the hills of which it was said, he who cannot fall in love in Simla will never know love at all. Well, John Churton fell in love in Simla with tall, gray-eyed Millicent Hollis, daughter of Colonel Hollis of the Blue Hussars. And this is the 3rd day in succession that they are taking tea at Leighton's on the pavilion.
Beautiful music, Miss Hollis.
Is it really?
It's so melodic.
That's not what you said yesterday, Major Turton.
What did I say yesterday?
You said it was rather Germanic for your taste. So,
Now, why would I say that? I am rather fond of Mr. Strauss's music. Oh, I know why.
Do you?
Yes. You see, Strauss waltzes belong in a ballroom with a brilliant light of 100 candles reflected like diamonds from the great hanging chandeliers, and the scarlet and gold, the black and silver of the officers' uniforms, and the lovely whites and pinks of the ladies' gowns.
You make it sound so exciting.
Will you save the waltzes for me this evening, Miss Hollis?
Oh, I'm afraid I shall have no choice. You talk about it so prettily. Although, for a man who seems to enjoy dancing so much, I don't believe you've been to a ball in over a month.
Yes, my ankle was a bit stiff and sore.
Oh, from that fall?
Yes, that fall. I suppose it shall be known as that fall from now till the end of time.
Well, it did make talk when you, Major John Churton, who is said to be the finest rider in the Lancers, fell off his horse on dress parade.
Well, that account is not entirely true, Miss Hollis.
Are you saying you didn't fall off your horse?
I didn't fall off my horse. I needed a horse in a hurry, and that old scoundrel Mahbub Ali sold me one that hadn't been properly broken.
Why did you need a horse in a hurry?
And because my bay stallion, Tipple, had died the night before.
Tipple? That splendid animal. Well, how could he have taken sick so suddenly?
He didn't take sick, Miss Hollis. He was killed.
Awful. How?
Well, I came home from the club to discover there was a robbery in progress. I was unarmed, and I tried to run the scoundrels down, but one of them turned and fired a revolver, and well, poor Tipple fell dead.
A robbery? Well, we haven't had a robbery hereabouts. Well, I can't even remember. Well, were they caught?
No, they got away.
What a shame. Was anything stolen?
No, just some cufflinks, a gift from my mother, a watch, a gift from my father. They were very dear to me.
Oh, I am sorry.
And, of course, money, a considerable sum. It wasn't even mine. I was keeping it for Captain Pack.
Captain Pack?
Yes, do you know him?
Slightly. Why were you keeping money for him?
Well, it was part of a regimental fund. He had withdrawn it that afternoon to be distributed the following day. That evening, he'd been sent off on duty. He didn't want to leave it about his quarters, so he asked me to keep an eye on it for him.
And that's the money that was stolen?
Yes. I went to over half dozen of my closest friends, and I borrowed every shilling they could raise. And I turned the sum over to Pack. He's not the wiser, but I'll be in debt for at least 2 years.
What a perfectly miserable stroke of luck.
I really don't know why I'm telling you all this.
Perhaps it's because you've just caught sight of Captain Pack.
What? Where?
He's coming towards us.
Oh, yes. Yes, I see him.
Good afternoon, most ravishing Miss Horace. And Major Turton.
Good afternoon.
Hello, Pack.
I hope I'm not interrupting, but I stopped by merely to remind you, Miss Horace, that you promised to save the first and last waltz for me this evening.
Did I promise?
Well, of course. It was at the party Mrs. Hawkesby gave for the governor last week. Till this evening, then.
Miss Hollis, is there something wrong?
What?
You seem to have turned pale.
No, I'm all right.
You're shivering. Shall I order some tea? A brandy,
No,
perhaps?
thank you, Major.
But something is wrong, I can tell. Please, Miss Hollis, tell me.
I simply cannot tolerate that man.
Captain Pack?
Oh, I shouldn't have said that. He's probably a good friend of yours.
Oh, no, Miss Hollis. He's the last person in the world I would want for a friend.
The man makes me ill. Actually, ill.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I just get a feeling as it... It's so difficult to find the words. He makes me feel unclean.
I know. He makes me feel the same way.
Well, you don't have to dance with him.
Well, you don't have to dance with him either. Can't you simply refuse?
Oh, it's awkward to refuse. We are, after all, a small community. We have to maintain at least the outward show of friendship.
Well, that may be. But I know a great many ladies who absolutely refuse to dance with certain gentlemen.
The real truth? I'm afraid to refuse him.
Afraid? But why? I mean, if he ever tried anything the slightest bit improper or out of line, I'd thrash him within an inch of his life.
I know you would.
And you're still afraid?
Oh, I just can't explain.
Well, I see only one solution to the problem, Miss Hollis. You will have to marry me. Miss Hollis?
Major Turton? I thought you'd never ask.
Millicent, my darling.
Not here, not now. You must call me Miss Hollis for just a little while longer.
I must speak to your father. There are plans to be made.
Yes, but first there are plans to be unmade.
I don't understand.
Mother, she thinks she has a plan for me to marry General Benton.
Benton? He's 30 years older than you.
I know, my darling.
But it's
No,
absurd.
it's just an idea at present. It's dancing around Mamma's head, and it must be given its opportunity.
Opportunity? To do what?
Oh, let's say to run its course. Oh, don't look so worried. Everything will be all right.
Well, I'm not sure everything will be all right.
Oh, John, dearest, please understand. I alone will decide whom I shall marry. I allow my mother to play these little games because, frankly, she's quite bored and it gives her something to do. Sooner or later, she always finds something wrong with her particular candidate for my hand, and it's over, and that's all there is to it.
I don't know. I have a strange feeling that something will occur to upset our marriage.
John.
I told you about the robbery of my quarters, the killing of my best horse, the loss of a considerable sum of money.
Dearest, that's just bad luck.
But you see, that's not all of it.
It isn't?
I'm in the midst of, or I'm being pursued or haunted by, call it what you will, a streak of bad luck.
But I can only call it superstition.
Yes, I was afraid you'd say that. I've spent a year working on a design for a lightweight saddle. Oh, it's just as strong, stronger even than the ones we use now, and it's 17 pounds lighter.
17 pounds?
Yes, do you know what that means to a trooper?
Oh, darling, I'm the daughter of the colonel of a cavalry regiment. A lighter saddle. Why, it's like the search for the philosopher's stone.
Yes, and I designed one.
Oh, John.
And I submitted it to the Office of Procurement.
And they bought it.
They turned it down.
How could they turn it down?
I don't know.
Oh, what did they say?
Well, a rather brief note. Dear Major Churton, We do not find your proposed saddle to be practical at this time.
Why not at this time? Would another time be more practical?
Darling, that is the answer I received, and the matter is now closed. Don't you see, this is all part of the streak of bad luck that seems to be pursuing me.
There's a rational explanation.
I wish I could believe that.
All you have to believe is that you love me, and I love you. That's all we need.
You do love me, Millicent?
Yes. And I want to be your wife.
You're not going to change your mind.
Nothing could ever make me marry anyone else. Enjoying the ball, darling?
I'm with you, Millicent. That alone is enough.
Oh, wait.
What is
The
it?
band. They're going to start to play.
Oh, wonderful. I am in the mood for a dance.
Oh, darling. These are the waltzes.
My favorite.
No, but I promised the first to Captain Pack.
Oh, no.
It's starting.
Oh, come quickly. We'll escape out onto the
No,
veranda.
it's no use. He'll turn the place inside out and make no end of a row till he finds me.
Oh, I see him heading this way now, the scoundrel.
I don't think he has enough character to be a scoundrel. He's just an offensive man.
Pack. He's well named. Pack Rat.
Oh, darling, please, he'll hear you.
There you are, Miss Hollis.
Good evening, Captain.
I've come to claim my waltz. Will you excuse us, Major Turton? Miss Hollis?
Oh, of course. Major.
Now, you are a divine dancer, Miss Hollis.
Thank you.
Do you know why?
Oh. Well,
Because you are a divine person. You are so different from the rest of them here at the station.
the rest of them, Captain Pack?
A grubby lot, taken by and large.
Oh, Captain.
Overdressed, overpainted.
Captain, I mustn't.
Not you. Oh, no. You're something special. You're like an angel that's come down from heaven.
Really, Captain?
I've seen women all over the world. Had my share of them, too, fathers and girls.
Captain, I find this conversation...
But you're the only one that's real.
Why, all the other ladies in this room are real.
Miss Hollis, for a long time I waited so I could say something to you. Now I've got money put by. There are opportunities for a man to make his bundle in India if he keeps alert for the main chance.
Oh, I'm sure there are.
And I haven't spent my off-duty time hunting and playing polo, gambling and flirting.
I don't suppose
I've
you
already
have.
made my packet. Captain Pack made a packet. Well, what I'm getting at is this. I'm ready to settle down.
That's fine.
Settle down with the woman of my choice.
Well, I hope you find her.
Oh, I have. It's you.
Me?
Miss Hollis, make me the happiest man in the world. Say you become my bride.
Well, that's impossible, Captain Pack.
Impossible? Why?
Oh, we can sum it up by saying I'm not in love with you. I'm not even attracted to
Miss
you.
Hollis, I must ask you to reconsider.
As I said, Captain, it's impossible.
I don't recognize the existence of that
Oh,
word.
please, Captain. The matter is closed.
I disagree.
I don't even know what we have to discuss.
We have everything to discuss. All the plans for our future life together.
Captain, I don't believe you heard me. I have no intention of marrying you.
Miss Hollis, I'm a man who refuses to take no for an answer. Sooner or later, one way or another, I always get what I want. And I want you, Miss Hollis.
Obviously, Miss Millicent Hollis considers Captain Pack a disaster. But her fiancé, Major Churton, has a premonition of disaster. Is Captain Pack going to be that disaster? On a statistical note, our special research tells us that a girl can expect to get an average of 5 serious proposals of marriage in her lifetime. Well, what do you think of our heroine? She's actually had 2 in one day.
The rich get richer. The drama also gets richer in Act 2 in just a short while. Some people refuse to take no for an answer. This could be a sign of great dedication. It could also be an indication of colossal stupidity. You've heard what Miss Millicent Hollis said about Captain Pack. He is hardly her favorite person in this world, but yet, would you be willing to wager a large sum, or even a small one, that she isn't going to marry him?
Millicent, what are you doing out here alone?
I had to step out for a breath of air, John.
But why didn't you tell me? I would have come out with you.
I couldn't walk across that floor to where you were standing. I had to have fresh air that very moment, or I would have suffocated.
My darling, you're trembling like a leaf.
No, I'll be all right in a minute.
Darling, you must tell me what's the matter.
That terrible little man. That horrible little man.
Pack, what did he do?
He proposed to me.
Well, of all the infernal...
Oh, he has a right to, but it's just...
It's just what? Oh, he needs a lesson.
He didn't know that I'm not free.
Well, very well. He proposed, then what?
I said no.
And then?
He kept insisting.
Why, the bounder. I ought to thrash
darling,
him.
there's nothing to be done. Let's just forget it, shall we?
I've never seen you so upset. Would you care for some punch? Or perhaps something stronger?
Would you mind terribly if I went home?
Now?
You see, the truth is, I owe Captain Pack another dance, and I'm just not up to it.
Well, you just scratch his name off your program.
Oh, I can't do that. He'd create a very unpleasant scene. I'll just tell Mama I have a headache. And I do.
Oh, my darling.
Now, you stay and you have a good time.
Well, how can I have a good time without you?
Now, you should spend more time socializing with the staff officers. You know, being on good terms might help you sell that new saddle.
Oh, darling.
Mama will be quite happy to go home. I know she must be frightfully bored by this time.
Will I see you tomorrow?
Well, of course.
Are you sure?
Well, silly. Of course I'm sure.
Churton! Why, bless my soul, it's Johnny Churton. Well, look at you, a proper major of the Lancers.
Futon, this can't be terrible Tom Futon of the Maverick. Why are you out of uniform, Captain?
I resigned my commission, Johnny.
What? You've become a civilian?
Oh, you make it sound like an obscene word.
Well, in your case, it most definitely is. So what are you doing to earn your bread? Or have you married a wealthy widow?
I'm with the Ethnological Service.
You're with the what?
Well, let me explain. You see, Johnny, one day I realized I'd spent my entire life in this country, and I knew nothing about it. India, this beautiful, mysterious India.
Are you quite all right, Tom?
Oh, yes, of course. And so I applied for a berth in the Ethnological Service. We study and we record all the native customs.
And you don't miss the army?
Oh, I miss the friendships, the closeness when we're in the field.
So what are you doing here in Simla?
Well, the local historical society is having a meeting, and I've been invited to read a paper.
Ah, you've become a proper scholar, haven't you? Where are you staying?
The colonel found me about.
Oh, no, you're staying with me. I'll send a boy around to pick up your kit. We're going to sit up all night and destroy at least 2 bottles. How does that sound?
Oh, that sounds first rate. But I better leave my kit where it is.
But why?
Because the colonel asked me to.
Whom are you staying with?
A fellow by the name of Pack.
Oh, no, I shan't permit that. Oh, he's the worst.
Johnny. The colonel asked it as a favor.
A favor?
This Pack, he doesn't get on, eh?
Oh, well, that's the understatement of the century.
Has no friends, and the colonel just thought that by asking him to provide hospitality for a visitor, this Captain Pack would feel that he's part of things, you see. Tell me, what does everyone have against him?
Well, how can I put it? He's a nasty little man who must have crawled into the army by mistake.
I see you're determined to dislike him, eh?
Exactly. But why discuss him? Let's head over to my place. We have a full night's drinking and talking ahead of us.
Johnny, will you also invite my host?
Your host?
Yes, Captain Pack.
Oh, no.
Well, he's putting me up for the night. Wouldn't be proper for me
to... Tom, he's impossible. He's absolutely, utterly impossible.
You know, I've made a study of people like Captain Roderick Pack.
Well, what is there to study? It's all out there in plain view.
Oh, no, not at all. It's mostly hidden, you see. People like Pack are the outsiders. Pack was never made to feel welcome here. To begin with, he's
very short, is rather unattractive physically.
Yes, he most certainly is.
But that is not his fault, you see. His father was a greengrocer, which puts him at a social disadvantage. You know, Pack's obnoxious behavior is a defense.
Of what?
It's a protective wall he's built up around himself. If he were made to feel welcome, accepted, I'm sure you'd find him a changed man.
I'm afraid you don't know Captain Pack very well.
Well, I'm afraid you don't either. Invite him back to your rooms with us. See if I'm right.
And I said to him, you ain't had the last of Captain Roderick Peck, my friends. For that matter, you ain't had the first. And for that matter...
Well, he's not much of a drinker, is he?
Truth is, Pack's not much of anything. Well, let him sleep. So much for your noble experiment. At least now we can talk.
It's very impressive digs you have here, Johnny. But then you always like to live well. Oh, I say. That's a splendid clock on the mantel.
Yes, I believe it's the only Gladchester chimes in all of India. Had it sent.
A Gladchester. Oh, I must have a look at that.
Help yourself. Meanwhile, I shall tell you the greatest news of all.
Johnny.
The most wonderful girl in the world said yes.
Johnny, listen to me.
Well, aren't you going to congratulate me?
Where did you get this?
Get what?
This box. This little wooden box.
Oh, that.
This box. It's made of silver. Yes, this is silver, all right. It's studded with rubies. 8 Dallas rubies.
What is it, Tom? You're white as milk.
John, there is something inside this box, isn't there?
Well, yes, it's...
No, let me tell you. It's a tiny fish made of wood, of deodar wood, and it's perfect in every detail except that it has no eyes.
Well, how did you know that?
It is wrapped in a faded piece of gold cloth.
How do you know about that box?
John, tell me, how did you get it?
How did I get it? Well, how do you think I got it? I bought it in the bazaar.
You bought it?
Well, how else would I get it? Did you expect I'd steal it?
What regard you had?
Tom, are you all right?
When did you buy it?
Well, I don't remember.
Try.
Oh, about a month ago.
Well, tell me, how has your luck been since?
My luck?
Tell me.
Well, if you must know, it's been bad.
How bad?
What is this, Tom?
How bad?
Very bad.
I was afraid of that. Then it is true.
What's true?
John, there is a legend of the Viscera of Puri.
I never heard of it.
Well, you bought it. It's this box. This is the Viscera of Puri.
The what of which?
Some say it was made by a half-mad Kulu woman high in the hills. Some say it was created at the Devil's Shrine of Ao Chung in Tibet. But I believe it was made at the Temple of Puri and was stolen by one of the dancing girls.
Yes, but what does it all mean?
It's a charm for success and failure. It is 300 years old. It has gone from hand to hand.
And you're saying it brought me bad luck?
Yes.
Well, all right. Why?
Because you bought it. The legend says if the Viscera be bought, within 3 years, it will turn against its owner and drive him to ruin and death.
But you still haven't told me why.
Whereas if the Viscera be stolen, for 3 years, it will bring its owner his heart's desire.
Now, why is one in trouble if one buys it, and in luck if one steals it?
Because it is a charm made in honor of Janira, the goddess of evil.
And I'm in trouble because I bought it?
Yes. Get rid of it.
Get rid of it?
Throw it into the river or destroy it.
Are you serious?
Melt down the silver box, burn the little wooden fish.
You are serious?
Yes, of course I'm serious. Think of all the terrible things that have happened to you since you bought it.
Well, some unfortunate things have taken place.
Well, doesn't that prove...
Prove what? I mean, anyone can get a streak of bad luck.
It is not a streak. Believe me, it will just get worse and worse. It'll never change.
Well, that's where you're wrong. It has changed. It started to get better.
Oh, has it?
Of course. just this afternoon, the loveliest girl in the world, Millicent Hollis, agreed to become my wife.
John, I'm telling you, destroy that little fish in its silver box.
Nonsense, Tom.
John, I'm frightened. Truly frightened for you. Get rid of it.
But it's such a pretty little thing.
It's a deadly little thing.
You really believe that, don't you?
Yes, I do believe it. There is proof.
Oh, of course. When you need proof, you can always manage to find it. What's that thing called again?
The Viscera of Puri.
Yes. Well, here's what Major John Llewellyn Chetton of Her Majesty's Royal Bengal Lancers has to say to this whatchamacallit, the thingamajig.
The Viscera of Puri.
Yes. Go ahead. I defy you. Do your worst.
Now you know, and I know, that he really should have not said that, especially on this program. You just don't fool around with charms that are made for the goddess of evil, Janira, herself. If you're waiting for the lightning to strike, you'll just have to wait a few minutes longer, and then I shall return with Act 3. What do the psychiatrists say? They say words like accident-prone. They talk about things like the death wish. What is luck? Some say it's providence rolling the dice. Good luck, bad luck. Can you understand it? Much less explain it? Where do you get it? How do you keep it? Seemingly trivial questions. But isn't luck the foundation of everyone's life? It starts at the very beginning. Why is one man born poor, another rich, one handsome, another homely? Who can answer? Is it the Bisara of Puri?
Go ahead. I defy you. Do your worst.
John, you shouldn't have said that.
Said what?
This defiance that you just hurled at the Bisara.
Do you know something, Tom? You've just proved to me that I was a complete fool.
John, listen to me.
Only this afternoon. I was talking just the way you are now, about luck and fate. I was in a blue funk about all this superstitious rot. Well, there's nothing like hearing someone else spout your own ideas to demonstrate how ridiculous they may sound.
But the terrible thing about it, John, is that it happens to be true.
I'll tell you what happens to be true, Tom. Too much reading. Too much being cooped up inside a dusty office. It softened your once brilliant brain.
Oh, John, I wish I could get
Cut
through
the whole silly business. Apply for reappointment into the real world. Come back into the army.
John, destroy it.
The fact is, I've decided to give it to Millicent as a wedding gift.
Oh, no,
You won't find a more handsome piece of workmanship anywhere.
Isn't there anything I can say to convince you that this little box, the Viscera of Puri, is the cause of all your misfortune? Sahiba.
What is it, Lutu?
Sahib wishes to see the heaven-born.
Major Churton.
It is not Major Churiton. It is Captain Pack.
Captain Pack. Oh, no. Tell him I'm out.
As the heaven-born commands.
Oh, no. Lutu, wait. Poor wretched man, he wants to apologize. All right. Have him come in.
Miss Harris?
Captain Pack?
Miss Harris, I have come here to give you another chance.
Another chance?
The other night at the ball, I asked if you would do me the honor to become my wife. Do you remember?
I seem to remember.
I return now to tell you that I am willing to do you the honor of becoming your husband.
You what?
Yes, Miss Harris. I am willing to marry you. What do you say?
Well, what do I say? Why, I say... Captain Pack, I must ask you to leave.
I'm not the best-looking fellow in the world, so Why should a pretty girl want me? It's time you learned your place, my dear. Why would a handsome fellow want you, eh?
What? Captain...
John Churton is the handsomest officer in the regiment. He can have his pick. Why did he choose you?
I don't know. I feel...
I'll tell you why. Because your father is Colonel Hollis of the Bengal Lancers, that's why.
No.
Colonel Hollis is a good man to know if you want to get a new lightweight saddle approved.
I don't...
You and me, my girl, we belong together. You know it. In your heart and soul, you know it. You know it, don't you? Answer. Speak when I command you.
Yes.
And you love me. You've always loved me.
Yes.
And you fought against it because your head was turned by that foolish Major Churton. Isn't that true?
Yes.
And you will marry me?
Yes.
Say it again.
Yes.
Again and again and again.
Yes.
Sergeant, dismiss the troop.
Wait!
Well, afternoon, Major. Fine-looking troop of men you have there. Splendid body. I dropped by to thank you for having me over to your rooms the other night.
Well, I hope you had an enjoyable evening, Pack.
Yes, of course. I wonder if you'd do me a service, old chap.
What sort of service?
I'm to be married.
Married?
And I wondered if you'd stand up for me. Best man and all that, you know.
Who's the lucky girl?
Oh, you know her.
Oh, do I?
Colonel Hollis' daughter, Millicent.
Millicent? Oh, what sort of ghastly joke is this, Captain?
The little lady, well, she's not really little, gave me her promise just an hour ago.
Oh, filthy swine. Get off your horse. I'll teach you a lesson you'll never forget.
And what will that prove? The lady made her choice, and she has chosen me.
Well, we'll see about that.
Heaven born?
Yes, Lutuf.
The Major Churton. He wishes...
No, Lutuf, tell him I cannot.
But you shall, Millicent. You will see me, and you will explain.
Please, John, there's nothing I can say.
Oh, yes, there is. You had promised to marry me.
I know.
You said you loved me.
I know.
Well, was it a lie?
It was a mistake.
All right. I can accept that. It was a mistake. Don't marry me. You don't love me. But how can you marry that wizened, slimy, evil, nasty Roderick Pack? Don't tell me you love him.
Oh, I do.
How can you love Roderick Pack?
I don't know. But I love him. I can't help it, but I love him.
John?
Come in, Tom. Come in.
I got your wire, and I came as quickly as I could.
She's thrown me over, Tom.
Millicent? That's impossible.
Oh, that's not even the worst of it. Guess who she intends to marry?
Captain Pack.
How did you know?
What else could it be?
Well, I'm ready to admit it now. It's that box. That damn little box. It's well on its way to destroy me completely.
I'm sorry.
Is it too late to destroy it now?
She's already promised to marry him. I suppose it may be too late for that. But you have to think of yourself. It's not too late to save your life. Get rid of it.
But I'm afraid to touch it, Tom. I'm even afraid to look at it. That's why I asked you down here. Could you...
Of course I will. Where is it?
Well, where it's always been, on the mantel.
Well, your luck has changed now.
When it's too late?
Well, it's never too late for the change of luck. Are you sure you left it on the mantel?
Yes, of course. I haven't touched it since you were here last.
Well, it isn't here.
What?
It isn't here.
Well, it has to be.
You haven't put it somewhere else.
No, I haven't.
It's been stolen.
What? Stolen? But by whom?
Pack. Roderick Pack.
Pack?
Do you think it's beyond him?
No, but how would he know?
He must have overheard our conversation.
But how could he? He was dead drunk. Wait. No, he's such a miserable sneak. Perhaps he pretended to be sleeping it off so that we would talk freely between ourselves. And he might pick up some tidbit of information.
He certainly did. The viscera of Puri. He who steals it will have his heart's desire. It's the only way to account for Millicent's behavior.
I'll kill the swine.
No. That won't bring Millicent back. She'll go on loving him for the rest of her life.
Yes, but we must do something.
Yes, of course.
And soon. Tomorrow night, Colonel and Mrs. Hollis are having a ball at the club to announce the engagement.
We'll have to steal it back.
Steal it? How? We can't just go into his quarters. Suppose we're caught. And with my luck, we'd be cashiered fast enough.
We'll be thankful I'm with the ethnological. Now listen to me. Tonight, an Afridi merchant is going to visit Captain Pack at his quarters. He is going to steal the viscera.
I don't understand.
Oh, it doesn't matter. You wait in the shade of the tree just beyond the compound. When this Afridi comes by, jump him.
But
Jump him. Take the viscera by force. Do you understand? By force.
Tom, what are you saying?
Just do as I tell you. Remember, he who steals the viscera shall have his heart's desire.
Yes?
Protector of the poor.
What do you want?
I want the viscera of Puri.
What are you talking about?
If the favored of the heavens will listen, we have traced the viscera to Simla. We must have it returned to the temple of Puri.
Why do you come to me?
Because you have the viscera.
You're crazy. Now get out of here, you filthy beggar, before I take a belt to you.
The viscera gives the heart's desire to whoever owns it. You now have your heart's desire.
Yes, well, I have another heart's desire.
Yes?
Money.
How much money?
1,000,000 rupees.
The temple of Puri will pay.
It will?
Yes. This is the way you will get your money. We will pay.
Oh, well, show me the color of your money.
Show me the viscera.
Well, all right. But don't think you can pull one of your tricks. Put a bullet through you so fast.
Oh, I am a man of peace.
All right, you filthy dog. I'll show it to you. See? Here it is.
Ah, it is the viscera. The viscera of Puri at last.
And now, the money?
Oh, yes, the money. Here it is. No.
Hold it.
Please, Sahib, I am a poor...
All right, hand it over.
No.
Hand it over, I said.
No. There, you hand it over to me. Have you got it in your pocket, John?
Oh, yes. Yes, it's in my pocket. And I'll never let go of it.
And what is your heart's desire?
My heart's desire has always been, is now, and will always be Millicent Hollis.
She's yours.
I hope so. I hope this hasn't all been for nothing.
Well, I got a black eye out of it. You know, you were quite realistic.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention? Ladies and gentlemen.
Look at that smirking weasel standing there with Millicent.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have an announcement.
Keep thinking it. My heart's desire is Millicent Hollis.
My heart's desire is Millicent Hollis.
Good, that's it.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Just a moment, Father. You can't make the announcement just yet.
Why not, my dear?
Well, John. Where's John? He should be at my side.
Why should John be... My dear, your fiancé belongs at your side. And he is...
Who?
Captain Peck.
Why, what's he doing here?
Well, you accepted him.
What sort of a joke is this? How could I even think of marrying that loathsome toad? John? John, where are you?
I'm here, my darling.
Father, I intend to marry no one else but the man I love, John Churton. Oh, John. John.
Darling, everything's going to be all right.
Yes, ma'am. I can get the hang of what women are all about. John? Is he the one, Mary?
Oh, yes. Yes, Father. The only one.
Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me pleasure to announce the engagement of my daughter Millicent to Major John Churton. Unless, of course, she changes her mind again.
But she didn't. And they were married. And they were very happy because for 3 years, John was able to grant every wish their hearts desired. But after 3 years, believe it or not, somebody stole the Bissara of Puri from John Churton. But it really didn't matter. They lived happily ever after anyhow. I'll be happy if you wait for my return in just a little while. You will say it's all a made-up story. All right, believe it if you must. However, if one day you see a little silver ruby-studded box, a few inches long by a few inches wide, and within it a wooden fish without eyes wrapped in gold cloth, don't buy it. If you really must have it, steal it. Best of all, leave it alone. For it is the Bissara of Puri, and it is deadlier than the bite of the king cobra. Although it will take you a longer time to die. Our cast included Paul Hecht, Ralph Bell, Marion Seldes, and William Griffiths. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. And now, a preview of our next tale.
Hurry, Captain. Hurry, we're almost on the wave top.
Just one more cable and
What happened?
We took a wave broadside.
But look, it bounced the balloon up into the air. We're going to make it to land. We're going to... No, Top.
What is it, Nab?
The captain, Dad. The captain, he's gone. And Top went in after him.
It was true. A wave struck the balloon and carried away Captain Harding and the dog. And the loss of their weight had been just enough to let the collapsing balloon rise and the wind to carry it towards the land. Now, just before we came to the shore, the balloon, half inflated, fell again to the sea. And with the wind driving it and us clinging to the mesh, we were rushed to the shore, battered by the surf, fighting our way to shore, exhausted and half dead.
Radio Mystery Theater was sponsored in part by Buick Motor Division. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
The CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents Marshall. Many of you may not be familiar with the writings of William Austin, since his main claim to fame is that he was the forerunner of the famous Nathaniel Hawthorne. But it is as sad in a way as this haunting tale I bring you that he should have been so overshadowed by his famous antecedent. For no more poignant and heartbreaking, while at the same time terrifying story could be told than this. The American version of the Wandering Jew, condemned and outcast, and the small, shivering, fever-racked child with the sad brown eyes innocently doomed to share his exile with him forever.
Archer, in his lightning flash, do you see?
My eyes are dazzled. What should I be seeing?
There, in the center of the cloud.
What?
An open carriage, drawn by a fierce black horse, and the child clinging in terror to the man. There he goes, the storm breather.
Our mystery drama, The Storm Breeder, was especially adapted from the classic William Austin story for the Mystery Theater by Ian Martin and stars Michael Tolan and Fred Gwynne. I'll be back shortly with Act One. For the strange, weird, unforgettable fragment of American history brought to you here, we are indebted, according to William Austin, to one Jonathan Dunwell of New York. Mr. Dunwell was a judge, and as such, a general officer of the court by profession, but by inclination, an antiquarian and a collector of American history. It is his manuscript we bring to life.
In the summer of 1820, business called me to Boston. I sailed in the packet to Providence, and when I arrived there, I learned that every seat in the stage was engaged. I was fortunate enough to find a seat with the driver. It being a pleasant night and he quite intelligent, we were chatting pleasantly when all of a sudden the horses drew their ears on their necks flat as a hare's, and the whole business of Peter Rugg began. What's the matter with the horses?
Have you a shirt, too, with you?
Well, I need no overcoat. My jacket is enough.
You'll need one soon. You see the horse's ears?
Well, as a matter of fact, yes. I was just about to ask why.
They see the storm breeder.
The who?
You'll find out, sir. Keep your eyes ahead.
I am. The road seems empty, and the weather is lovely, not a cloud in the sky.
But you will see him soon. For the weather that follows will blot out the sun.
Are you pulling my leg, driver?
I wish I were, Mr. Dunwell, sir. Here, sir. Wind this blanket about you.
But the sun is shining, and
Listen to what I say. Protect yourself as much as you can.
Approaching us was a weather-beaten chair, once built for a shaved body, drawn by a great black fiery horse, traveling at least at a speed of 12 miles an hour. Seated in it were a child and a man, who glanced at us as he passed in such dejection of spirit and hopelessness that my heart seemed to suspend beating momentarily. In the moment that he passed us, our horse's ears sprang forward and bent so that they nearly met. Who was that man?
Nobody knows.
And the child?
Nor her. Though both are familiar to me. I must have passed them more than 100 times on near as many routes.
Without ever exchanging a word?
Not a word. In the beginning, he used to stop and inquire the way to Boston, even when he was traveling directly away from the town. But since he never seemed to follow my directions, I have ceased communication with him.
So that was the reason for the strange, fixed look he turned on you.
It could be.
And now he's gone. Disappeared as if neither he nor that frail, shivering child had ever been. Does he never stop anywhere?
Never longer than to inquire the way to Boston.
I see no signs of this promised storm.
Look in the direction from which the man came. The storm follows him.
By gad, you're right. There is a little black cloud speck in the east, but not much more than the size of my hat.
That there's the seed storm. With luck, we may reach Polly's tavern before it strikes. But to mark my word, the wanderer and his child will go on through rain and thunder and lightning to Providence.
To the town we are coming from, you mean?
Yes, sir. I would guess the real Providence is as far out of his reach as the Boston he never seems able to find either. Rub that saddle blanket about you. For here it comes. Hey! Giddy up! Mark you in his lightning flash. Do you see?
My eyes are dazzled. What do you mean?
Watch as it comes again. There! In the center of the cloud.
What?
Don't you see? An open carriage drawn by a black horse, and the child clinging in terror to the man. Now look. Do you see?
I see nothing but the lightning and the boiling blackness of the cloud.
No matter, perhaps as well for you. Now hold fast. We go full out. Hey! Get up! Move then! Move!
Within a few minutes, we had broached a rise, and sliding and slithering came down into the hollow to Polly's tavern. In spite of the summer weather, a steam of damp arose from our clothes and those of other travelers. And the whole common room seemed to be awash with discussion of the storm breeder, whom almost all of them seemed to have met on the road.
The name is Derwent, sir, of Boston, in the import-export trade.
Jonathan Dunwell, recently seated as judge in our circuit courts, bound from New York to your fair city.
Well, sir, my pleasure and privilege to meet so distinguished a gentleman. I'm afraid your city is fast surpassing ours in credit and notoriety.
Not entirely, sir. I'm afraid a citizen of your city is the focus of all conversation tonight. The storm breeder. Did you chance on him?
No, as it happens, not today. But too many times.
Too many times?
I could wish to see neither that man nor his horse again. For they seem not to belong to this world.
Well, how's that? I saw them plain, father and daughter, passing us on the road.
Did you speak?
No.
I have seen him wet and weary many times before tonight. And no one who has ever once seen him can ever be deceived again as to his identity.
You know him by name?
Yes, sir. Peter Rugg.
Peter Rugg. But who is this mysterious man?
That is more than anyone can tell exactly, save that he is a famous traveler, though held in low esteem by all innholders, for he never stops to eat, drink, nor sleep.
But why does the man never stop anywhere? Long enough to speak to anyone, at least.
Why, those who know the most about him say the least. It is asserted that sometimes heaven sets a mark on a man for judgment or for trial. I'm thinking of the one time Rugg spoke to me. I was in Connecticut at the time, on a winding road, my horse as weary as myself. It was toward dusk, and all of a sudden, from behind me, traveling at that reckless clip for those roads, a fiery black horse pulling an open chaise caught up to me from behind. Could you tell me how far it is to Boston? 100 miles. 100? How can you say so? I was told last night it was but 50, and I have traveled all night. Problem is, sir, you are traveling from Boston. You must turn back. How can you tell me so? It is all turn back. Boston shifts with the wind. One man tells me it is to the east, the other west. Even the guideposts all point the wrong way. I think perhaps you're tired, and your little girl, too. Why not stop and rest? You're wet and weary. Yes,
foul weather since I left home.
Stop then up ahead of the inn and refresh.
No, I cannot stop. You see what follows me? I must ever stay ahead of it. So I must reach home tonight. I pray you are mistaken in the distance to Boston.
I wish I were. May I make so bold as to inquire if you are Peter Rugg? I think we've met before.
My name is Rugg. I meet so many. I have lost my way. I am wet and weary. I would take it kindly if you would direct me to Boston.
Where do you live in Boston? On what street?
Why, Middle Street. Everyone knows the house with the great shade maple across from the cemetery.
When did you leave Boston?
I cannot tell precisely. It seems a considerable time.
What, sir? How did you and your child become so wet? It has not rained in these parts today.
The shower caught me back on the road a piece. It always catches me, unless I keep moving. Would you advise me to take the old road or the turnpike?
Why? The old road is over 120 miles. The turnpike but 97.
You impose on me. It is wrong to trifle with a traveler. You know it is only some 40 miles from Newburyport to Boston.
But this is not Newburyport. This is Hartford.
Do not deceive me, sir. Is not this river I've been following the Merrimack?
Oh, no, sir. You are just outside Hartford. And this river is the Connecticut.
Have the rivers changed their courses as the cities their places? Am I forever? But again the clouds are gathering and the storm is at my heels. God curses me for that fatal road.
He would talk no longer. His impatient horse leaped off, his flanks rising like wings. That's the last time I saw the ill-fated Mr. Rugg.
Amazing. But you say he gave his address as Middle Street.
That is correct, Mr. I should say Judge Dunwell.
The house with the great maple shade tree across from the cemetery.
So he said.
Do you know Boston well enough to locate him?
Oh, no, sir. And my business seldom carries me that way.
But mine does. I think for curiosity's sake I must go to Peter Rugg's home and try to find out why it is so difficult to return to. 20 years, you said, you've been seeing him on the road.
Oh, all of that. And the last was the only time we spoke.
I should like to meet the man face to face. If for no other reason than to find a better fate for that little girl long since turned woman. When I get to Boston, I shall make it my first order of business. Which is exactly what I did. It was not easy, for the maps were inaccurate, and there was more than one Middle Street. But finally I found it. The great tree smothering the house so that it lay in a shadowy gloom. The paint was peeling, the windows cracked and cobweb-ridden. But the path to the door was cleared, and I was sure that someone or something still lived there. It was with a strange trepidation I walked through the weeds and lifted the heavy knocker. At last, with a deep breath, I let it fall. Then, in utter silence, bathed in the shadowed gloom, I waited to meet whatever waited behind that door.
The house abandoned by its master for countless years. Is it possible that any evidence of him has remained, or his family? Does some heartbroken woman still wait for that lost child? or even for the storm breeder himself. Who and what is Peter Rugg? Phantom? Or reality? Or legend? We shall have to await those answers with Judge Dunwell until I return shortly with Act 2. Judge Dunwell was never fated to have an answer to his knock on the door. For in the very moment that something old stirs and rustles within the house, outside it, the small noises are smothered by the arrival of the familiar black chaise and the snorting, prancing steed that draws it.
Whoa, Lightfoot! Whoa! Don't you recognize home at last?
At the sound of the arrival, instinctively I had withdrawn deeper in the shadows, finding perfect concealment behind a clump of overgrown rhododendra. Twilight was just upon us, as a confident and somehow younger man than I remembered Peter Rugg to be strode up the path, just in time for the door to open. The little girl sat timid and immobile on the seat of the carriage, as if knowing the hopelessness of it all. Somewhere, low thunder grumbled.
Mistress Rugg, your husband is sorry to have been delayed, but circumstances beyond... I beg your pardon, madam, but I am looking for Mistress Catherine Rugg.
Who? Who did you say?
My wife, madam, the Mistress Rugg.
Oh, Lord bless you, sir. She ain't here. Ain't been here or in this world for 50 years.
What do you mean?
I mean, she's dead and gone like all birds. Dead and gone and buried and lost.
But that can't be. I'm tired and worn, but this... I know my own house. I live here.
Oh, no, you don't. Not now you don't, whoever you are. I can show you deed and title which says that it's mine.
It is true. It seems as though it might be on the wrong side of the street. I don't know. It's hard to... forgive me, madam. I'm confused. Everything seems misplaced. The streets change. The people change. The town changed. And what is strangest of all, Catherine Rugg has deserted her husband and child. Oh, pray tell me, has John Foy come home from sea?
Who?
John Foy, my kinsman. He could give me some account of Mrs. Rugg.
I never heard of John Foy. Where does he live?
Just above here on Orange Tree Lane.
Oh, bless you for a stranger. No such place in this neighborhood.
But that can't be possible. The street's gone. Orange Lane is not the head of Hanover Street near Pemberton's Hill.
There is no such lane now.
You cannot be serious. Woman, you mock me. The next thing you will tell me is that there is no King George. However, be that as it may, you must see, madam, that both my daughter and myself are wet and weary. I must find a resting place. Can you direct me to Boston?
But this is Boston. The only city of Boston I know.
But not the one I know. Yes, Lightfoot, coming. I am wrong, of course. I don't know how I could have mistaken it, but this is a much finer city than Boston. Boston must lie at a distance, my good woman, since you are ignorant of it. Yes. It's the same old story. No home tonight. I must away.
No! Mr. Rugg, wait! Wait! Who are you, sir?
Oh, 1,000 pardons, Mistress Croft. May I present myself, Judge Jonathan Dunwell of the Circuit Courts, but recently come to Boston.
A judge? Have you some business with that man?
Not legal business, but I had hoped to meet him here and question him. I am obsessed with a desire to know exactly who and what he is.
I'm ashamed for allowing you to stand so long in the rain. Come in and warm yourself by my fire. May I offer you some more sherry, Your Worship?
No. You are more than kind to have given me what I have against the chill. Heaven help that poor man in an open carriage.
And that child beside him.
And the child.
That a man named Rugg once owned this house is all I know. The factor who arranged for my father to take it over is supposed to have made sure all papers are legal.
How I wish I could have stopped him, learned more about him, tried to solve the mystery of him.
The mystery of him? Well, I cannot help there, but I should think the factor who sold us this house should know more of him than anyone, if he is still alive.
Could you give me his name and address? I shall not rest till I have followed this strange affair to its depths and its beginnings.
You understand the hour is late, Judge.
Yes, I do indeed, Mr. Felt. You know the history of Peter Rugg, sometime of Middle Street in this district?
Yeah. I will be brief. He rented a property of mine in his youth. He was married to a fine young woman who bore him a daughter, as I remember.
Jenny.
So I believe was the name. Well, no matter, an offspring. And then without so much as a by your leave, he ran off with the child, leaving the wife to die, as I believe or remember. Yes, she died.
Why?
Well, damn it, she was deserted. Fortunately, Rugg left no creditors. He owned his horse and chaise, and after she died, it was all soon forgotten. Yeah, soon forgotten. I suppose he died.
No. To the best of my belief, he is now alive and living. I have lately seen him and his horse and chaise, and his child.
Oh, is that so? That's so. Well, now, I wouldn't presume to argue with a man of your standing that Peter Rugg could still be alive. I will not deny, but Jenny Rugg, if you saw her, let's see now, the Boston Massacre was 1770. Was it not?
I fortunately avoided it, but history records that date.
So, on that date, Jenny was 10 years of age. And if living, that would make her, let's see, 60 now, give or take a year.
Do you know what you're saying?
If Peter Rugg is still alive, which I take as possible, he could be only 10 years older than myself. And I was only 80 last March.
It was obvious that Mr. Felt was in his dotage. So despairing of gaining any further intelligence from him, I returned to my lodgings at the Marlborough Hotel. If Peter Rugg, I thought to myself, has been traveling since the Boston Massacre, there is no reason I can see now that he shouldn't travel to the end of time. And I might have left it there had I not descended to the tap room for a nightcap, and there encountered Mr. Derwin.
I ran up against a man whose grandfather knew our elusive friend, Mr. Rugg, and can now tell you the whole story, such as it is.
Then by all means begin.
It seems that, if my informant is worthy of credit, Peter Rugg, a man in comfortable circumstances, with one daughter and a wife, lived in Boston on Middle Street. He was a man generally esteemed, save for one thing.
Oh, don't keep me on tenterhooks. What?
An ungovernable temper. So violent that the wig would rise from his head. And while his fits were upon him, he had no respect for heaven or earth.
A sorry spectacle. Some of it hard to believe.
Less hard to believe than his punishment for it.
Well, what does that mean, sir?
Well, whilst visiting in Concord one day late in autumn, with his daughter in the chaise, drawn by his favorite horse, a great black beast named Lightfoot, a tremendous storm overtook them, driving them for shelter as dark fell under the roof of a friend of his, Mr. Cutter, who urged him to tarry the night.
Which any man in his right senses under the circumstances would do. And he did not heed his pleas?
Far from it, Judge. Instead, the veins standing out on his neck and at his temples, he screamed to high heaven, "Let the storm increase! Let God and the devil wreak their worst! I will see home tonight, or never see it more!" And with that, he clapped whip to his horse and disappeared into the raging night.
Never to return home?
Never.
Incredible.
Wasn't that supernatural?
Why?
The man is accursed, whether by God or by the devil. I know not which.
Still 50 years of wandering in search of his home. How could it be possible?
Well, now, as to that, there are two theories. One I had from my informant. His grandfather said that on the day after he left Concord 50 years ago, his friends and neighbors started inquiries. But it appeared that Peter Rugg had stayed no place in Boston. And his wife had a strange tale.
What tale is that?
Sitting by the window, waiting on that wild night, there was a sudden sound like an earthquake. And indeed the whole house rumbled underneath her as if about to cave in. Peering out through the storm, she saw a strange sight.
What sight was that?
Coming hell for leather down the street was Peter Rugg in his carriage, straining back on the reins in a vain effort to stop his horse, and crying, "No, Lightfoot, no! May you be damned for the devil you are! Hold up, I say! We are home! Hold up, Lightfoot, in the name of all that's holy! Hold up!"
So that fiery horse of his had the bit between his teeth and would not stop?
Yes. But there were those who discount the story, saying merely that Peter Rugg wanted to leave his wife and never come home at all. That there was another woman somewhere.
That scarcely fits the facts as we know them.
Well, then, there is the other theory.
Which is?
Perhaps best told by the woman who had the experience. Now, she's the wife of the toll gatherer on the Charlestown Bridge. Would you care to hear her tale for yourself?
Well, sirs, it's many years ago by now. My old man has gone to his rest. Lord save him who could spare me out. In those days, we were both young and spry, and many's the evening I used to keep him company here at the toll gate.
Those days were when?
Oh, nigh on to 50 years ago.
Well, I'm sorry to have interrupted. Go on with your story.
But I remembered how annoyed Ethan was by this big black horse and the chaise and the man and the little girl. Used to tell me how they continually were in contempt of the rates crossing the bridge without stopping or paying.
And were they always followed by bad weather?
Why, bless you, sir, that is the truth. My Ian used to say they brought bad luck.
And you say you saw them?
One evening we heard them thundering up, and I said, "This time they ain't going to take it out on you, Ethan. You're too easy going." So when he called them to halt and they kept on, I had grabbed up a three-legged stool. Heavy it was, but I was young and strong, and I hurled it square into the horse's belly.
And tell the judge what happened then.
It passed right through that horse as if it were a shatter. He never even broke stride as a stool went skipping across the bridge. No, sir. That was a haunt. A ghost rider with bad luck right in the dust of his wheels.
So, Judge Dunwell, what is your judgment?
I don't know. Neither explanation fits the pattern of my mind. And I have a feeling that I am not yet done with Peter Rugg, nor will be till his fate is truly revealed to me.
And the judge's instinct was right. Neither he nor we are yet done with the haunting tale of Peter Rugg, the man or ghost who wanders so hopelessly in search of home and rest. I'll return shortly with Act 3. It was to be 5 years before Peter Rugg's and Judge Dunwell's paths crossed again. For some time, the judge had tried to track down the sometimes elusive person or legend, whichever he was. Then, being only human, Peter Rugg had almost passed from his mind until the rest of the judge's story, which you are about to hear now.
In the autumn of 1825, I attended the races at Richmond in Virginia. There was great excitement and the races were well attended, for it was a match race between two recognized champions, a roan called Dart and a light gray mare called Butterfly. At a signal, the gun sounded, and they were off. I was glued to the race. There seemed no way of choosing which horse might win, when suddenly there was an extra wave of excitement from the already madly cheering crowd. To my open-mouthed astonishment, appearing as if from nowhere in the rear, was a majestic black horse of unusual size, drawing an old weather-beaten chair. Effortlessly, as if his heavy non-racing vehicle, encumbered as it was by two occupants, didn't exist, he overtook the racing horses shortly before the winning line. And in concert, both Dart and Butterfly, as the horse passed them, lay back their ears and pulled up short, so that no contest was called. And the winning black horse and his carriage passed the finish line and faded away over the hill. In the clubhouse later, I was fortunate enough to have an introduction to one John Spring, the owner and rider of Butterfly.
Damn it, sir, that was no horse that overtook my mare. No one can outrun Butterfly. No horse, that is. Why, I had bet all I have she would show her heels to Dart.
No doubt she would if the...
Good horse, make no mistake. Good horse, Dart, a great one. But not to outrun my Butterfly. That ox or whatever animal it was that frightened off our horses, why, that makes no contest, sir. No contest.
And yet it looked like a horse.
In no fashion, sir. Nor was it. In no fashion. And that I can prove.
How is that, Mr. Spring?
By my own observation and countless others, sir. Would you like to see?
I would indeed.
Well, then, follow me. Now, you remember, just about here, both of them pulled up and let that interloper go by and disappear.
Yes, the view is unfamiliar from this point, but I do remember it was shortly before the finish line.
Exactly, sir. Both horses, after pulling up, walked deliberately to this spot of soft ground. Butterfly dropped her head and then lifted it, whickering in fright. Dart followed by doing the same and snorting in a sort of anger. All of us looked to what they had examined. See you them there for yourself, Judge.
I was looking at the hoof marks of the black horse which had carried on to the finish line and beyond. horse? From the evidence of my eyes from the stands, yes. From the same evidence as I looked at the soft ground, Mr. Spring's strange claim had real validity. These were not the marks of a horse's hooves, but the evidence of another breed of animal or being. The hooves were cloven.
Judge Dunwell.
Mr. Derwent, your business takes you far afield.
In the nature of things. Not like what happened today at the races.
You saw?
Oh, yes.
I was stunned, weren't you? I thought Peter Rugg had vanished.
Oh, no, not I, sir. In the years since we met, I have come across him time and again and gotten soaked to the skin because of him in New Hampshire, Connecticut, Massachusetts, and the last time, but shortly, in Delaware.
Have you spoken?
The last time only.
Tell me, if you will, what took place.
Well, sir, on his approach, he checked his horse with some difficulty. A more beautiful horse I'd never seen.
Sir, your face seems familiar. Perhaps I may engage your help. If you are, as maybe, traveling to Boston, I should be glad to accompany you, for I have lost my way. My little girl here is weary, and I must reach home tonight.
That would be impossible, sir. For you are in Concord, in the county of Sussex, which is in the state of Delaware.
But Concord? That is only 20 miles from Boston, and my horse, Lightfoot, could carry me to the Charlestown ferry in less than 2 hours. You mistake, sir. You are a stranger here. I am well acquainted with Concord, and this town is nothing like it.
Because this is Concord in the state of Delaware.
Huh? What do you mean by state?
Why, one of the United States, man.
States? Do you mock me? Because my heritage is Dutch? I know well I am not in Holland. As a gentleman, I beg you not to mislead me. Tell me, quickly, for pity's sake, before my horse swallows its bit, he is so starved, set me on the right road for Boston.
If I could, and I did, it would be 500 miles from here.
500 miles, you say? Nay, I will listen no more. This beats the Connecticut River. Get up, Lightfoot, get up!
I can explain his last remark. I met him, as you may remember, outside Hartford, when he persisted in mistaking the Connecticut River for the Charles.
So our wandering homeseeker is still abroad. Man or spirit, I shall not rest until he can. But how to help him? The courts were closed until the winter session. It seemed to me that the judgment on Peter Rubb was too great, too inhumane, too unreasonable for the extent of his small crime. I made it my business, wholly for once, to try to catch him again. But I always seemed fated to be just too late. At the toll gate on the turnpike between Alexandria and Middleburg, he had passed and paid no toll. But the toll gatherer was grateful, for he brought rain behind him to relieve a drought. Back in Virginia at the toll bridge, an irate gatekeeper told me that, annoyed by the number of times Rugg had passed that way refusing to pay, he had stood in the way of the vehicle, and it had passed right through him or over him without so much as touching him. On the ferry boat across the Hudson, a Mr. Hardy who collected fares showed me a fare that a man had given him, insisting it was 30 shillings. It might have been once. It was a half-crown, coined by the British Parliament, dated 1649. Then I knew I had caught up with Peter Rugg again at last. I found him in his rig at the bow of the boat. Greetings, Mr. Rugg.
Huh? Oh, yes. You seem familiar, sir.
Judge Dunwell. We have met on the road before.
That could be possible, sir. May I say that since you are a stranger here, my house is your home. Dame Rugg will be happy to see her husband's friend. Step into my chair, sir, if you will. Move over, Jenny, for the great man. We shall be in Middle Street very shortly.
For many reasons, I will take advantage of your kind invitation. I sneaked a glance at my companions. Both were dressed in incredibly old-fashioned garments of fine cloth, but showing great wear. Rugg himself, at least in the face, was little more than skin drawn over the skull and cheekbones. Jenny was so bundled up she suggested only to my sad and horrified eye what her wizened, dried-out face proclaimed. A small Egyptian mummy. Only Lightfoot looked bigger, sleeker, and more magnificent than ever.
This is not Boston, sir.
Then mayhap it is New York.
How can it be New York, sir, when that place is 200 and more miles from Boston? But I thought I was home.
Mr. Rudd, look to the west. Only the size of a blackberry now, but that looks like an angry storm on our trail.
Ah, it is in vain to escape. I know that cloud. It brings new wrath to spend on my head. Go now, kind stranger, whoever you are. Leave me to my fate.
No, not this time, Peter Rudd. Give me the reins. This time perhaps we can outrun the storm. I took them from his slack hand, sliding over him and pushing him back to huddle with his daughter. And it needed only one flick to send that strange horse on his way like the wind. As we careened around the first corner, I noticed that his front hooves had been split on some hard road somewhere, but were healing. So Mr. Spring had been at least half right about the cloven hooves. I remembered little of that nightmare ride for Boston, how many days passed, where we stayed or ate or slept. I only know that no matter how fast we traveled, that mushrooming black cloud stayed on our heels every step of the way. And then at last, we were in Boston, on Middle Street. A crowd was gathered. The great elm still stood, although barren now of leaves, fire-blackened. And all that remained of the house was a heap of rubble. All else burnt to the ground, as I knew it to be, for the fire had taken place 2 years before.
You men of the North End, this is holy ground. The city needs this land, and let not the name of Peter Rugg dampen your ardor. No! I hold renting title to this place.
No, hush, Mr. Rugg. Listen for a moment longer.
Let no man try to tell you that Peter Rugg is long since dead and gone to his reward or punishment. Let not legend make us seek the right and title to this land which is free and clear.
But how can this be?
Who has burned my house to the ground? And who are all these strange people? I thought I knew every man in Boston, but I do not recollect at this moment that I ever saw one of these. Who are these strangers?
Listen to me, Peter Rugg. The only stranger here is you. You have suffered many years under an illusion. Look behind. The cloud, the storm. Your nemesis is gathering.
Then I must flee, away from home again.
Oh, if you do, you have no home.
If I stay, there is none left.
Don't you see that for over 50 years, the tempest which you so profanely defied at Monotony has driven you before it like a straw in the wind? And now it is too late. Your wife, your house, and all your neighbors have disappeared. You have no home left here. You've been cut off from one age, and you can never be fitted to the present. You can never have another home again in this world, you or your daughter, unless...
Yes. Quickly, for the storm is almost upon us. Unless what?
Unless you stop fleeing it. Let it catch up with you and perhaps pass you by. Then mayhap at long last you can find rest.
Oh, rest. Sweet, blessed rest. Oh, my Father, forgive me. And take me and Jenny home.
great black clouds and teeming rain engulfed us all. My last view of Peter Rugg was standing with his arm about his daughter, his face lifted to the rain. And wonder of wonders, at last the child's head, too, was lifted. In the intensity of it, they were lost. And suddenly the storm passed. For a moment, in its last fringe, I saw the two of them, eyes on heaven. And then, as if they had never been, chaise, horse, harness, father and daughter were gone. Where? I do not know. I can only hope home at last.
Judge Dunwell lived out a long and fruitful life, dying quietly in his bed one night. We do not know what his last thoughts were, but certainly one of them must have been that in all the last 40 years of his life, he never again met or heard of Peter Rugg. There is no one more tragic in all history or literature than the soul condemned to wander, lost, alone, cut off. And I do have to wonder a little if Peter Rugg didn't make his own penance. What we fear in life, we should not run from, especially if we can't outdistance it. Turn and meet it face to face. It's surprising that the reality is never as bad as the imagined. Our cast included Michael Tolan, Fred Gwynn, Ann Petoniak, Arnold Moss, and Ian Martin. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.